Sunset just happened 11 minutes ago. We're gonna see how long I can film this video before nature has its way with me and says, Tiara, it is so dark out. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Y'all ever been made fun of like that? Any blacks in the chat? Sorry, that was inappropriate. No, but I'm just gonna stay out here until it gets too dark and the lighting looks trash. And today, I'm gonna be... These pants are too small. Now, when I use the word unhinged, what I really mean is like, because I don't think they're unhinged in the sense of like, that is so crazy. But there have been people that have told me, like, oh, Tiara, your standards are way too high. Of course, when you have a partner, you're not gonna have the perfect partner, and you shouldn't expect to have the perfect partner. But I have a list of many icks that I will just not tolerate from a man. I have my first boyfriend ever at 23 years old. My dating track record was not always the best. Up until I met my boyfriend, my dating track record was shit. Let me tell you, my boyfriend literally called me a trash collector. He was like, yeah, you literally used to collect trash. An ick list is meant to hold you accountable. It's meant to smack you in your face when you need it and say, don't settle. You're compromising your standards. You're lowering your standards. You wouldn't do this if you were in your right mind. Oh, it's focusing on my big, fat, ashy finger. Oh, there we are. Yeah, I created this list in 2021. Ick number 1, which is really shallow of me, I will admit, has a J name. Any J namers in the chat? Sorry, I need to stop making, ew, that was good. This is a very prejudiced ick of mine. I will admit this is prejudice, and I don't really feel that way about J names anymore, but I wrote that because if y'all remember, my ex online Little Big Planet boyfriend, he had a J name, and he was also a Virgo. And I don't know much about signs except my own, but I was like, Virgos and J names are literally the devil for like, I don't know, like 6-7 years. Honestly, it's a petty reason. It's not an actual ick. I really do think there's a difference between an ick and a deal breaker. Maybe we'll go over both those. Ick number 2, if they have trashy friends. Because I really do feel like your friends are a reflection of you. If I don't like your friends, then that probably means that you act like your friends when you're not around me, which means why would I like you? But thankfully, I like my boyfriend's friends. So, 3, if they say, this is specifically for men, but if he says, I'm a nice guy. Get out! 4, this is absolutely another prejudice of mine, if he's in the military. My dad was in the military. My brother's in the military. And I don't care. I don't care. Every single story I hear from a person that's dating a man in the military, I'm like, run away. Actually, that's not true, because one of my friends has a boyfriend and he's in the military, and he is the sweetest partner ever. He treats her so well, and I'm like, wow, that is so beautiful. But then the prejudice in me is like, that's the exception, not the rule. Wait, one of my icks says calling me sexy is an ick. I love to be called sexy now. See, this is what I mean, like, your icks will change. Also, depending on the person, your icks will change, because I like being called sexy by my boyfriend. But, like, if a random guy was like, what up, sexy? I'd be like,
yeah, right.
If they say, I don't know what number this is, but if they are Team Jacob, I just say that because, oh, this is how you know I just woke up from a nap, because why did I just try to take my entire eyebrow off with my finger? Any Team Jacobers in the chat, you are banished. Caught your ass, and you're banished. My boyfriend is Team Jacob, and I'm like, Team Jacob, ew. And then he's like, Team Edward, ew. And I'm like, hold on. If it were me, if I were in Bella's shoes. I think I put this because I thought it was immature. Partakes in No Nut November. Ew. Why did I put that? That is kind of an ick. I don't know. Oh, I failed No Nut November. It's like, ew. No one wants to know when you're trying to get yourself not to. Or at least I don't want to know. Raise your hand if you... We got it. I'm like, we got it. This is starting to feel like harassment. Why did I put Daisy Duke shorts as an ick? And flannels. No, I know why I put flannels. I put flannels because living in the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Seattle specifically, this area specifically, it's such a stereotype for Washingtonians to wear flannels and not use an umbrella.
What are you doing?
Filming.
Right now?
Yeah. I need to finish filming before it gets dark and I look too black on the camera. I don't think that did anything. Where's my phone? I don't think that did anything at all. If anything, it made it a little bit worse. I moved camera angles and I'm really hoping that my camera does not fall out the window. A deal breaker is like, oh, absolutely not. Like, I cannot date you if you fall under this category. I should not have to settle in order to receive love. Number one, not having clarity. Okay, I don't need you to be confused about me. I don't need you to not know where we stand. I don't need you to tell me 3 months in, yeah, I'm still just kind of trying to, like, you know, see if I'm ready for a relationship. I've just dated too many people. Well, dated is a strong word. I've talked to too many guys. Too many is also a strong word. I've talked to like 4 guys in the past to where they were like, I just don't know. And it's like, I don't want that. I don't like that. I deserve better than that. And then I got better. I feel like this is kind of a traditional one, but if you have, if you're not chivalrous, and on my first date, my boyfriend was like, I know you're gonna say you're an independent woman and you can do it yourself, but I am gonna open your doors for you. And I was like, actually, no. I want you to open my door for me. And he was like, oh, my dad's opened my door for me ever since I was little. I know I can touch the door, but around you, I want you to think like if I touch the door, I'm literally going to disintegrate and turn into ash and fly away in the air. Like, don't let me touch that door. It's the little things that make me feel special. I don't need you to buy me a bunch of rings and gold and jewelry, and I don't need to be wined and dined and go on fancy dates every week. I literally am like, hey, can you just buy me flowers every once in a while and open my door for me and tell me I'm pretty? Like, that's the shit I like. Like, that's what I like. Okay, this one is also kind of like I don't think this is prejudice. I think this is literally just a... Can you shut up? This is literally genuinely shallow of me. I would not date someone that is shorter than me. My boyfriend is like almost 6 foot. We saw this couple where the guy was shorter than the girlfriend and he was like, would you date me if I was that short? And I immediately said no. And I was like, would you date me if I were that tall? And he was like, I would just say uppies. And I was like, yeah, nah, you got it. Like, absolutely not. You lost me.
Bitch, you better be joking.
I'm not like the type of short girl that's like, my boyfriend has to be 6 foot or 6'5" so that we can have really tall babies. I'm like, no, I don't care about that. I just want you to be a little bit taller than me, at least an inch or 2. And thankfully, you know, my boyfriend meets that requirement. That's the only deal breaker I have when it comes to like looks. I only care about height and hygiene. And I need to be physically attracted to you, obviously, but there was a bug. But like, why did I just glitch? Yeah. These fireworks are freaking me out. A deal breaker for me is I would never be in a polyamorous relationship. If my boyfriend one day came up to me and was like, baby, I want to open this relationship up, I would literally be like, die. I would be like, why? And then I would be like, do you want to die?
You are mine! You are mine!
This is a big one. Lack of respecting boundaries. Do not put up with someone that does not respect your boundaries, unless it's like a parent.
What?
Wait, no, that came out wrong. There's some people that it's gonna be harder to set a boundary with. Do not date someone that doesn't respect your boundaries, because it's only gonna get worse from there. First, you're dating someone that doesn't respect your boundaries. Then you're engaged to them. Then you're married to them. Or you don't even get that far. Then you're dating someone that doesn't respect your boundaries and you have a baby with them. And then you break up and you have a baby father or a baby mother that doesn't respect your boundaries. And you're stuck with them for the rest of your life because your child doesn't stop becoming your child at 18. I feel like some people might see this as niche, but seeing as how I myself am a service worker, please be respectful to servers and service workers. Like, if my boyfriend also understands this. If my boyfriend and I ever went to a restaurant and he was rude to the server, I would literally be like, get up, we're leaving. This is embarrassing. My last one, I think, is going to be if they have a lack of ambition and drive. Because you can want to take it slow and have your rest days and not want to do anything. Like, that was me today, okay? I am filming super late. And what did I do today? Nothing. I felt like I was rotting a bit. I felt so unproductive today. And I think it's fine to have those days where you're just unproductive. But at the same time, it's like, if you have those days every single day, it's like, what are you doing? Like, what's happening? Because now I'm concerned. You gotta have some sort of goal. And that's just me though. That's just me. Anyways, it is really, really dark now. Let me do my outro with this big ass light on my face. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, prove it by giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment below telling me what one of your niche or unhinged icks are. Or a deal breaker. Please tell me. I'm about to crash out. I'm out of here. Bye. I would hate to be a traditional vampire, but a Twilight vampire? Oh, hell yeah. Like, if I glitter in the sun and have, like, super cool mind powers and stuff, like, oh, that eats. Like, I would love to be a vampire and just be super fast and strong.